That's a good girl, hon. Bird singing, hon. Birds are singing today, hon. Hey, Margot, how are you doing? Hey, Watson. Yeah, nice day today. A little overcast, but nice. Birds are singing. Campground's open. Good. Hear that robin singing? Have a good day, Watson. Yeah, nice day today. Farmers are planting all the fields. Golden Pond. Where are you working today? Come on, Daisy, let's party, on. Let's party, hon. Daisy got to eat part of my Egg McMuffin. Come on. Party. Yeah, girl. That's a girl. Hey, Samka, how you doing? Nice day here today. Daisy's checking things out. Yeah, there is a lot of pollen on the water, yeah. Yeah, you can see it on the other side along the shore. Yep. Yeah, got a lot of that around. That's for sure. Yeah, hey, Ass, how you doing? How's your day going? Get some of that nasal spray if you have allergies. Works. You can get it for like $10 a bottle, this one. Get it at Walmart or Walgreens. I get Equate allergy relief. This is the one that works for me. Shake gently before you chews. It's glucocorticoid 50 mcg per spray. It works. I got 4 bottles for $36. This one's 120 sprays. Now these are different, but this is the one that works for me. Fluticasone propionate. It's worth it. Good, GS. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to hit the road next. Been working on my bedroom. I don't get anything done hardly anymore. I don't know what. Too lazy, I guess. This should have been done already. I think that's what happens when you don't have deadlines. I don't think anybody'd get a college degree if they didn't make you show up to class. They just said, well, here's 4 years course material. Just let us know when you're done. Yeah, nah, I'm always not possible gonna hit the road, but like I looked around today for something. You see where that guy murdered some girl down in Saginaw? Looks like he jumped off the top of the Tittabawassee Ridge Bridge. They found his box truck up there with the door open. And a lot of people jump off that bridge, actually. And they were looking for his body this last night and today. You know, they keep it under the rug, suicides. Newspapers don't want to report them because they think it affects the tourism and puts a damper on. It depends how you look at it, though. When they went to put these buffer guardrail type things up in San Francisco, they argued against it because that was known as one of the top places in the country to commit suicide, and they didn't want to lose that moniker. You believe that shit? I don't think any of that stuff matters. If somebody wants to do it, they're going to find another place. You're not going to keep it from happening. You ever watch that documentary on suicide, The Bridge? It's pretty good. Yeah, they were like that in Chicago, too. I saw a guy commit suicide. Sitting there eating lunch right down there in Rush Street in Chicago. He jumped off. He got in a fight with his lover and jumped off the parking deck. Hit the windshield and hood of a couple. There were 2 older couples in a car stopped at a stop sign. They're trying to figure out what the hell happened. Took me about 5 minutes to explain to the guy. The guy committed suicide. He jumped. He couldn't figure out how he hit him. It's like, you didn't hit him. He hit you. I unbuttoned the guy's shirt, you know, but I could tell it wasn't going to help a lot because he was like struggling to breathe. You ready for this? As soon as it was over, I finished my salad. I had a Caesar salad. That's how desensitized you get when you live long enough. Oh, do they? Hey, Scott. Yeah, I finished it. Yep. Yeah, I thought it was bad. Too bad the guy did it, but didn't affect my appetite. I know another guy at the gym I went to. He got in a fight with his girlfriend, dove off the balcony. And his girlfriend married his brother a year later. Yeah, I never used to be, but I've gotten that way. I mean, I've been down Detroit back in the day when I first started doing interviews. I'd step right over people screwing in the weeds. Like it was nothing. Some John and a working girl. With Chicago, I mean, I first found out about that down there. They really never talked about suicide unless it was just, you know, something where there was a standoff and everybody knew about it. Well, you might as well talk about it now, but if it was like a deal like I told you about, you never read it in the paper. Get some of this allergy spray if you have allergies. It really works. And the Claritin D. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's good. I don't know if it's good or bad, to tell you the truth. I don't know what difference it makes. Because whether I am or whether I'm not doesn't keep from whatever's going to happen from happening. So that's the way I look at it. I mean, if I could have done something, I would, but I think if I was younger, I'd have probably freaked out, but I've just been around long enough. You know, I drove an ambulance for a year a long time ago, and there were 2 times where you cross paths with people at accidents. They were like on vacation or out of town. They didn't have anybody, and I felt bad for them. And I said, well, and they'd be scared they were going to die. And it's like, well, I'll come visit you in the hospital tomorrow. There were 2 times I was going to go visit in the hospital. They died. Oh, that's cool. Oh, no kidding, Simca. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you know, I try to get those camera under the train things. Or, you know, believe it or not, it took that long to get one. Trains are like, nah, I don't see them all over like I used to. Oh, that sucks, Simca. Would they just think the dog couldn't scoot through the rails or something? Dogs are usually pretty good about that. They get to the edge of something. It's kind of weird, really. Sure they didn't toss it off? I mean, you'd have to drag Daisy over the edge of anything. She's always super careful. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, last nighter. Hey, Dusty. Yeah, yeah. Well, check it out. Look down the river. Did you notice them out there in boats looking around? Yeah, that's what they're looking for. I bet they'll really be glad if they find that guy's body, because they're probably wondering if he faked it. Hey, Alicia. Oh my God, no kidding. Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry to experience that. There's a lady at the Tim Hortons who backed over her dog going to work. There was a guy here too, backed over a lady in a church parking lot. There's another thing. We got a little restaurant on the west side of town. Guy goes in there. He's driving one of those big giant like asphalt hauler things. Pulls right up in front, runs in to get a coffee to go, comes back out, gets in, takes off, and runs over an 82-year-old man that he was friends with. He was inconsolable. I know they had to take him to a psych ward after he did it. But those are examples of why you see the orange cones in front of service vehicles and different things, because it forces you to get out and look. That's why. If he'd have had orange cones out in front of his truck, he'd have seen that guy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mac's place. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Hope I get my metal detector battery holder today. Yeah, what a way to go is right. You know, cameras definitely have limited that a lot. Cameras are everywhere, which I think is the only way of combating these crazies. I don't mind them. Doesn't bother me. They can come in and look through everything I have every day of the week if they want. See what I watch on the internet, look in my mail. I don't care. But I have looked. I have looked at uh, there's a lot of new cameras showing up places, and I think it's the federal government. I think it's Homeland Security. They're everywhere. I have it's a Garrett, an AT Pro. What is that Meglo hunt in Fostoria? What is that? No, that's a big thing about it, Simka. That's it. I know a guy. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for jewelry, like stuff that's on the beach, I know a guy that's got a white that he'd sell you cheap. That friend of mine in Hilton Head, he doesn't use it anymore, and it's a good one. But it's pretty much specific to gold. But yeah, there's a lot of balance, and yeah, they're not like that anymore. The newer ones. But he sent it for me to use before I bought mine. I didn't even use it once I knew what it was designed for, because the gold deposits up here are like low. Oh, is that for Ag Monster? Is that for metal detecting? Yeah, I mean you can get like I never put mine underwater, but you can. I'm just looking for like everything, and there's a cost for that. You know, you dig up a lot of bullshit. You get better at a metal detector. All it is recognizing metal. It's not picking out gold coins for you. And what I usually do is, I'm rusty on it because I haven't used it in a while, so I'll take out some coins and see what kind of reaction I get to, like some quarters, half dollars, pennies, nickels. It kind of gets me in the ballpark of remembering what to look for. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I don't think I'd be into something like that. I mean, I don't even like going to beaches and stuff looking for people's stuff. I mean, if somebody lost something, I could help them find it, I would, but I'm not trying to like find that kind of stuff. Oh, a test bed. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather go with just You know, getting lucky on something out in the middle of nowhere. And I don't like digging too deep either. I take my pointer and a regular shovel, but I'm not digging 2 feet. If you use it, like there have been times where I've used it a lot, like in a week, and you're so much more proficient at recognizing things, like what to dig and what not to dig for. And it's still, you know, if you get a good signal down there, it's hard not to want to see what it is, even if it could be a pop can. I'm at Lake George, a little lake south of town. Yeah, it's something fun to do. Yep. There was a lady that supposedly lost like a $15,000 ring out at the golf course. I think it's bullshit, to be honest with you, unless somebody picked it up shortly after she lost it. Because if you're on the fairways, if you drop something, it stays on top. It's not like you're out in the field of weeds. And if you're on the greens, that's a no-brainer. It's really easy to see. And that's not that big of a golf course. And I covered the whole damn place in the main spots. You know, I asked him to ask her if she shagged a ball out in the middle of nowhere. You know, maybe that's where she could have lost it, but nobody ever found it. Let's put it that way. Yeah, no, it's a nice lake here. I was hoping I'd find it for her. You know that park I go to where I take Daisy? There's some guy out there with a metal detector. I'm a little bit surprised that they allow metal detecting there, especially where there's a lot of cross-country runners. And he's found 2 class rings because they've been like doing this path for a long time. I said, you give them back to him? No, he kept them. I just don't think that's cool. Somebody loses their class ring and you keep it. I don't think they're worth anything anyway. Boy, did you see that Bitcoin took a dive? Hey, Andy, how you doing? Yeah, 30% in a day, yep. Yeah, he did. He's a strange guy. I see, you know, now that the Bill Gates has a media on his ass, the media's decided to villainize him, and you know they haven't messed with her too much, but they're going to be on his ass till the day he dies now about stupid shit. What's your temperature down there? About 85 today, Simka? You ought to go down to Bizarro's and get a piece of pizza and sit on the beach. Stare out there at that beautiful beach. I'll tell you another place to go where you'd like is Kentucky, around Louisville or Lexington, and Mississippi. I think you might miss the water though. Oh, 90, no kidding, huh? I think I'll work on my room a little bit today. Hey, Andy, yeah, good to see you. How's your day going? Plus, I think I'm gonna try. You know, I kind of thought this was gonna happen. I've already sent some like, you know, like white noise. Send SD cards full of some of those things I've done to people. They need it to sleep, but people, I don't blame. I mean, I don't want to say I don't blame people, but there's not much interest in audio tapes that I've done. But I'm going to keep doing them because I like doing it. I'll tell you, sound is super interesting when you get into it. Like I've learned, in order to get a good recording level, I mean, you got to be out in the middle of nowhere. These better recording devices pick up everything. You're breathing while you're standing next to it. And I also have found that I have to enhance the sound. I have to add some gain later on, or it's not loud enough when you hear it on your end. So it's quite a few steps to make it decent. Oh, good. You like that, Andy? That's good. Yeah, if you have a sleep problem, I uploaded audio. I can always send you a audio to listen to. No commercials. I used to use them on YouTube, but your commercial comes up and it like kills it. I mean, I know you gotta like find a way to like pay them back for allowing you to upload these things, but I mean, could you just charge at the beginning and not have commercials, please? Those commercials are a killer when you're trying to listen to a white noise tape. Yeah, probably true. Yeah, I bet she did. You know, there's attenuation, decibels. It's different. Frequency is a lot to it. If you mess around with cameras like I do, and you dabble in audio like I have for the last couple months, I mean, not that anybody doesn't realize the amazing things that a human body does, but when you get into cameras and lights and lenses, and then audio, and you realize what your body does with regard to sound and light, it's unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't afford your eyeballs if you had to buy them in the format of a camera. They cost too much. The way they adjust to light, the distance, you know, they last 70 or 80 years. And the hearing's the same thing. Your brain cancels out so much to make it pleasurable. It just differentiates between what you need to hear and what you don't. And I'll tell you another thing I've learned a lot about too, messing around with this infrared photography, is the infrared and the UV. Of course, that's invisible light. And a lot of that gets caught before it gets down to Earth from a variety of ways. But like birds and insects see IR and UV, and that's a whole nother dimension to being on Earth. It's crazy. Oh, so if you get YouTube Premium, if you had YouTube Premium, you can watch videos and you don't get ads? Is that how that works? Yeah, I know those microphones. That's why hearing aids are so expensive, because there's a lot to it, especially when you have to make a microphone that small. And then you realize like bird singing is actually quite loud. I should get that YouTube Premium. I don't mind. I mean, I know enough that, you know, YouTube's got to get paid for, you know, allowing everybody to upload these things. So I don't mind doing that, paying for something. I don't want anything for free. There's too many strings attached. Hey, Marco. I'm always suspicious of something they don't want to charge you on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. No, you got it. Nothing is free. There's no free lunch. That's true. Yep. guys doing? Oh, gotcha. That's good.
Yeah, I've got clearance now. We got a half inch on the other side. Got a little more here than that. Just a bit.
Yeah, it's fun just sitting here by the water.
I pulled a little tight. Yeah, it's about in the center there. I don't know why.
No, you're probably right, Egg Monster. I believe that. I saw that male loon yesterday for a little bit, and then he dove under and never saw him again. And I still haven't seen the female. Hope she makes it back. Yeah, no, you're right. That's exactly it. That's my goal there, right? Yep. Set up good. Yep.
Yeah, switch with me. I think I got that. Just pull it up tight, and then you can clamp her down. Pad goes there, then you just kind of stack the strap on it and put that Velcro around it.
Wonder where those bald eagle has a nest. It was sitting on top of that tree the other day. Simka, you think you could handle a move packing up all that stuff? Yeah, she will. Yeah, she likes water that comes up to like about her belly, which is pretty shallow water. When I take her over near that wildlife refuge down near Pinconning, she'll like walking around in there in the water. But she's not gonna just go in like a place like this and start swimming around. I gave her her first swim yesterday. I should probably do it again today. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Get rid of it. Yeah, I know, Andy.
Anything else going inside? No, that's it.
You notice, like, if you Bay City, it's about like 50 miles from here south, Bay City, Saginaw. And starting there, it's uphill. all the way until you get like to Grayling. Then it kind of levels out. But even with that light grade, you'll see people in the summer overheated, or trucks on a hot, humid day that aren't turbocharged. You'll see them with a heavy load, struggling to go north. That's why. It's a slight upgrade the whole way. Hey, Buttercup. That's girl. I can always help you with that, Buttercup. Yeah, right. A lot of people, yeah. That's because it wasn't trendy at the time. Yeah, it is. I wonder why that is, Simka. You ever think about that? Why it's like that? Anybody win that Mega Millions last night? Well, the old adage is if you want something done, give it to a busy person. There's a element of truth to that. If you don't have a schedule or a timeline, every day is the same like it is with me, you don't have the incentive. If you needed to get something done and you knew you weren't going to have any more days off for 2 weeks, you'd probably get it done. Yeah, human nature sure seems like kind of a flaw. Oh, congratulations, Andy. You won't believe the shitty emails I get about not doing interviews all the time. People are crazy out there, like demanding that I do it. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'd want to be type A, though. Hey, Susan, how are you? Yeah, it's true, Susan. Yeah, she's going to get, as soon as this boat leaves, she's going to get another swim. Yeah, Daisy looks cool, Pat. I want to get a good GoPro of her swimming somewhere along the way. I was going to do it in Hilton Head. But shit, you can't see that great under the ocean there. And the pool is too cold. This would be a good place to do it. Yeah, Daisy just looks so smooth. Just paddles along. Yeah, I know. A boat's a pain in the ass. I bought one just so I could do that video around Zug Island. Used it one more time and then sold it a year later, 2 years later. These are two gentlemen that just are operating this boat here. I hear them talking to each other. Really nice guys. Too short of a season in Michigan. Like if you lived where Simca does, Florida, now you're talking, you got a boat to use all year long. Okay, Simka. Daisy, you want to go for a swimmy? You want to go swimmy, hon? Come on, hon. Come on, Daisy. Come on, hon. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're going to walkie bye-bye. Come on, you going to go walkie bye-byes? I got you. I got you. The dunk in's getting hot, hon. Hot and humid. You take big strokes now, okay? And breathe out. You make Dad proud here, hon. With really nice looking strokes. Okay? Oh yeah, that a girl, hon. That a girl, hon. Wow. Oh yeah, hon. Wow. Oh yeah. Good girl. That feel good? Oh yeah. Good girl, hon. Oh, here comes a boat, hon. Over here. Over here, hon. Over here, hon. Come on over here. Good girl. Wow. Wow. Good girl. Good girl, hon. Hey, Penny. Wow. Yeah, they are cute. If they get tossed overboard, you know, and they're an older out of shape dog, they wouldn't make it. But with a life preserver, they will. Oh, honey, yeah. You feeling good, hon? This guy's got one of these yapping dogs. They gotta throw this one off a balcony. I don't know how a person can have a dog like that, just yapping all the time. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's nice, really nice. Just sit here and relax. I usually get a decaf coffee and come out here and sit. Not much wind today. What's that, Penny? Which is that? What's happy and what's not, Penny? Hey, Frisky, how you doing? Frisky, did you ever watch that documentary, The Bridge? San Francisco Bridge? You ever watch that? Oh, Yappy, yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of the dog too. You ready to party, hon? Yeah, you good girl. We drive down. Daisy will avoid the sun at all costs. These nice blooms on these trees. I think I'm gonna head home and do a little work on my bedroom. Now notifications, they're always like that. They've always been hit or miss. I can always tell when I first sign on whether people are getting one or not. It's weird. No, I never did. No, I didn't. I don't know what she's up to. Yeah, it's probably scaled down because it's a weak cell phone signal. It'll get better as I get closer to town, which isn't far. Hey Ron, how you doing? Yeah, nah, not as steadily as I should. I've been knocking it out in small chunks. I hate doing it. You too, Buttercup. Good luck getting your task done. Yeah, you should go. Go check it out. Look at this sheriff's car sitting here. Working radar. What he's running too, he's got a thing that runs plates as cars go by, looking for people without insurance. Yeah, it's a big catch up here. It's a $400 ticket and like a $500 impoundment. I've seen housewives with babies in their arms crying because they can't get to work. It sucks. Muncie's got a good camera store there. So's Kokomo. Yeah, and I like Napanee. How those restaurants hold up over the COVID thing? A podcast? Oh, you mean when I get inside? Yeah, I could do that if you want. Amy, don't send that. I'm sending it back to you. Don't send that. Told you don't do that. I'm gonna send it back to you. Oh, did they, Stacy? Yeah, I wondered about that. I'm gonna send it back to you. Simka, you talk about play music like I do on the inside. What do you want? Who do you want me to give it to? Yeah, I'm gonna do that in the fall. Yep, I'm going to. Oh, thanks, Amy. You didn't need to do that. You good girl, hon. Hey, Simka, you there? Well, thank you, Amy. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Well, I think I'm gonna sign off here then, you guys. You guys have a good day today. Thanks, Amy. Have a good day, Penny. Frederick. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure, Frederick. Yeah, Andrew, you know how that happened. You know how that goes. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, have a good day, everybody. All right, Brisky, thanks. I'll see you, Simka. Bye, Penny. All right, take care, you guys.